So, well, the triple, you know, it's kind of risky for me to talk about this element. It is. I'm not a really. I'm a really fearful coach. You know, I'm always afraid. So I try to teach them the perfect technique. So there's no problem, injury, no risk associated. But when you're talking about a triple, you know, head is going, you know, down 3 times. It's always a risk associated, and of course, it's one of the most, you know, spectacular things that we can see. But it's always risky to talk about this element and the expectation that this this element generates. I don't have a recipe. Okay, if you are waiting for a recipe, I don't have. I will explain all the drills I do to achieve the triple back, but I have a disclaimer here. You know, it's one of the most giant things that we can teach as coaches, and we need to be 100% sure that first the top understands everything what he or she is doing, and the bases will catch no matter what. Okay, they will be below the top no matter what, and this is the 2 things that I think are really important besides the technique. Okay, technique is one part, of course, but then there are 2 things. The top needs to understand what he or she is doing, and you have to have 2 bases, 3 bases, 1 base that no matter what, they will catch them. Okay, so this is my disclaimer, and that is why it is so hard for me to talk about this element. Please do not expect any recipe. You know, it's like when you see videos about stock actions and things like that, and they always say, I'm not a financial advisor. You know, I'm a coach, and this is my perspective. Okay, do not try this at home. It's a little bit like this. Okay, so again, just for us to understand, really brief. The beginning, straight body, arms really in a straight line. When you tuck really fast, you will increase rotation 5 times. This is amazing. Okay, so but you need to make the takeoff. If you start the movement while you are still on the bases, nothing of this will happen. Velocity will go really low, and you will not end the salto. One thing I always say to my gymnast is the triple is not a question of rotation, but a question of height. Okay, they need to fly as high as possible. Then in the air, they will tuck and rotate. And it's not a question of rotation, because if you try to rotate really fast, but not jumping high enough, you will not land safely on your feet. Okay, so I've tried many things for triples. Sorry for the quality of this, but it was with a mobile phone many years ago. It was, you know, we were trying and experimenting this triple here. It was nice, but it was so tricky, the coordination, that we never took it on competition ever. You know, the coordination, like Sergey was saying, the adrenaline, that it needs to be so sharp that we never took the chance. But another kind of triple saltos, okay, as high as you have, and that's why this second platform, this second floor, is interesting, because we provide the top with a higher ground. It's easier to do, and then the normal triple back on a trio. So I've done one thing. I've write to all my gymnasts that performed triple, and I asked them 4 questions. The first one was, what did you think before you do a triple? Okay, and it was really nice. Their their opinions, because they all explain pretty much the same things: slow bending, jumping strong, straight arms, and fast fast up, then fast tuck, and then trying to close as fast as possible and close till the end. All of them was saying this: close till the end, trying to land feet forward. Okay. Another question I asked them was, what do you think it's important to teach someone to do a triple? Saying that, for example, we are trying this new salto with some kids at the gym, and I ask my older gymnasts, can you please give him some advice? And they explain them, don't overthink, but focus on technique. Strong jump on takeoff and always stuck till the end. And I really like this one, is safety first, you know, always stuck till the end. What would be your advice to someone starting to learn triple? And they told me that one thing they think it was important, even if they think it was a really good start, so the takeoff was good, close till the end. To look forward when they were bending, but don't ever lift the chin because shoulders will be down. Straight arms jump. So it's again with inertia, okay? They didn't explain me about inertia, but that's what it's in their mind. So arms really straight, so you can have the biggest angular momentum conservation in the air. Take off with energy and always with rigid body. So in their head, translating this is, don't break on the back, okay? Don't try to push, initiate the rotation really fast. And the last, what would be the drills they made and they think it was important for them. So leg power, abs, you know, for the tucking, double and triple on elastic trampoline, and then in partnership, double to platform 9/4 and double to high mats. This was their opinion. I just put them here, but I think it's really cool that all of them I ask, they gave pretty much the same answers that I put here. So some of the drills we do, and you know, I start with the basic, you know, just jump, back salto, catching as high as possible, understanding what they are doing, okay? Understanding the salto. It's one salto, you need to know where to push, where to open, where to land. Everything needs to be in your head, okay? So I will. They need to understand what is 1, what is 2, and what is 3. And just not, you know, giving rotation. Another was the double to high mats, because in like this, I know they know where to open, okay? They know what's a double. The only thing that I take some caution when I'm doing this is that I know that if I'm putting something on the back of the top, she will jump a little bit backwards because she wants to land on the mat. So I do this for them to understand what is double opening to a high mat, but I really like to do the double to platform on the belt, okay? So And you can see here, she will go a little bit early, so she can jump a little bit backwards. It's not 100% perfect. She goes a little bit with the shin, but I like, she knows where to open, she watches the bases, she can understand what is putting some more rotation, okay? This is to a really, really high mat. When they are able to do this, I know they have the high enough to make the triple, not before. And this is 1.5 meter high. So each mat has 50 centimeters. So it's 1 meter plus 50 centimeters. I know that if they can open and land both feet, I know they will have the high enough if they have the good takeoff. This is another thing that we do. It's a little bit higher than 1.5, but it's just for them to understand, okay, I want to go to one more, okay? Just a little deviation. This is I think to me, the triple part, the tricky part. The double is more natural. They will do 1, 2. And the opening is also natural. So they have to understand that they will need to do an extra push to go on the third. And sometimes, if you ask them, show me what you have to do, they will make a simple tuck, opening the shoulders. They just want to go fast down. And that's the biggest mistake, because they are opening the body on the third salto. Okay, so after the second, they will need to tuck shoulders forward. Okay, and this, I think, to me, is the most important thing I want to pass, is when they tuck, and especially when they go from the second to the third salto, they need to try to make shoulders forward. So they tuck even more and they don't push head down to prepare the landing. They will do the landing after that moment, okay? I think I will show. Okay, so a little bit forward. And then I always try, this one is not 100% perfect, but the idea is there. And I really like, she opens legs up and she doesn't open legs down. So she opens, and if I want, she will prepare for the next the next salto. And well, it's pretty much everything on the triple. Okay, it's you really need to get as high as possible, and then you will close your body to make the rotation. Have all those drills made before you even think on trying the triple. Okay, it just takes one mistake to have a catastrophic problem at the gym. It just takes one. So whatever you do, just go step by step. Repeat more than enough. Don't repeat only enough. Repeat more than enough. Have them understand what is one salto, two saltos, three salto. Have the bases understand what they need to do on the catching every single time. I'm gonna say this because Sergey is here. I was watching a photo of the last trio that was actually in this competition in the European Games that they won. And when they were catching the triple pike, one of the bases, it was really nice. She was really on the shoulders of the top. It was not completely done, but she was already there on the catching. Safety first, okay? And you have to take care of the bases and not just having the top doing that, you know, flourish triple thing. If the bases understand they need to catch every single time, land is the most important part if you want to do a triple, okay? So thank you. Thank you, Karin. Thank you to the TC from European Gymnastics. Thank you, Sergey and Revaz, because, you know, I was in a presentation here with Revaz. And thank you to all the participants that were, you know, on these 6 webinars. Huge congratulations to UAG for making this possible in these, you know, tough times. Education is never enough, and having the power and the stamina to don't let things go down and keep on having, you know, people focus on the sport, always trying to learn, is amazing. You have today people from Brazil and from Iran watching this webinar. You know, it's not just European. So thank you all for the opportunity. It was a delight. It was a pleasure to be here.